Okay, so imagine this. A dreamy escape to St. Peter-Ording, Germany. Spa treatments, beach walks, the whole German coast experience. And guess what? It could be yours. Like, seriously discounted,
Sounds tempting.
right? Today, we're diving deep to figure out if this Travelzoo deal is actually worth it. And trust me, things get interesting.
These deals always sound amazing at first glance, but you never know with the hidden costs and all the fine print.
That's why we've got the hotel's website up too. Full-on comparison mode. But let's start with the Travelzoo offer. Okay, ready for this? 99 euros per person
Wow, that's cheap.
for 3 days, half board included. At a 4-star superior hotel, it says 62% off. 62.
Wow, and they always say to be wary of anything that sounds too good to be true, so what's the catch with this one?
Oh, don't worry, we're going to find it. But first, let's break down what we know. You'd be staying in a double room, get this, with a view. Unlimited access to their wellness area, which, oh my gosh, we have to talk about that later. And get this hotel, it was built in 1890. Talk about historic charm.
You're really selling me on this. Old hotels are so charming. Did you know they also won a Traveler's Choice Award this year?
Oh, nice. I didn't see that. What, like on TripAdvisor or something?
Yeah, exactly. Now, those awards aren't everything, but it's always a good sign when a hotel consistently gets good reviews.
Yeah.
Gives you a bit more confidence.
For sure. And speaking of good signs, how about this? A color therapy pool. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
What pool?
A color therapy pool. They bathe you in different colors of light for ultimate relaxation. Then there's the gourmet restaurant. They've got poached cod fillet. Oh, and they brew their own beer in-house. And to top it all off, you're super close to that historic pier, like picture-perfect location.
It does sound idyllic, and I did read that the hotel is near the Wadden Sea, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, famous for its mud flats. Imagine early morning, sunrise, you're walking on the beach, breathing in that salty air. It's an experience.
Okay, I am sold. I need to go there. But there is a slight twist. This is where it gets interesting. The Travelzoo deal mentions that the hotel restaurant is closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Interesting. See, I'd be fine with that. It forces you to explore the area a bit, find some local hidden gems.
Yeah, good point. Because, do you really want to be stuck with some preset menu every night? Or would you rather discover a hidden gem, right?
Exactly. Although you do have to factor in the cost of those extra meals. Eating out in St. Peter-Ording isn't exactly cheap.
That's true. You'd probably be looking at what, like 60 euros for dinner for two? So yeah, eating out 2 nights in a row, that adds up. But they do give you something else in return. Instead of dinner on those nights, they offer a 40 € voucher per person for massages.
Oh, wow. Okay, now that's a tough one. Dinner or a massage? What would you choose?
Right. I'm kind of leaning towards some massage. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got to talk about the fine print. There's always fine print.
There's always fine print. Every single time.
Okay, so tucked away in the deal details, there's a weekend surcharge. 15 euros per room per day if you stay on a Friday or Saturday.
And the tourist tax. Don't forget about that one.
Oh, right. Which, who even knows how much that is? It probably changes all the time.
Yeah, it depends on the season, I think. But it's usually a couple of euros per person per day.
And then, of course, they sneak in the energy cost surcharge, which I guess that's just the reality these days. Another $3.50 per room per day. See, this is why we do this.
Absolutely. People need to know about these hidden costs. It can make a big difference to the total price.
Right. Those little amounts really add up. So we've thoroughly examined this Travelzoo deal, but now it's time to switch gears. Head over to the hotel website, because you know what they say? Always compare.
Always compare. You don't just book the first flight you see, right? Got to do your research.
Exactly. And the first thing I'm seeing on this website is a big, bold, best price guarantee. Ooh, intriguing.
It's like they're daring us to find a better deal. But as always, I'm sure there are terms and conditions.
Oh, 100%. But I do like that they're trying to sweeten the deal for booking direct. Discounted parking, free Wi-Fi, and all those loyalty program perks.
See, that free parking, that can really make a difference, especially in a touristy area like St. Peter-Ording.
Oh, for sure. And I'm seeing they have a day spa option, 25 euros, and you get access to all the spa facilities, even without booking any treatments. So even if you go with the Travelzoo deal, you could always add that on.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Combine the best of both worlds. I like it.
Right. Okay, let's see what kind of deals they have on their own website. Here we go, the classic one-night free deal. Stay for 5 nights, get 1 free.
Ooh, that's a good one. But you'd have to do the math, right? See if it's actually cheaper than the Travelzoo offer, especially with the extra night and all.
Totally. They also have a short break offer. 2 nights, starting from €140 per person. Includes breakfast and a detox bath. Ooh, a detox bath. I could use one of those.
Sounds relaxing. It's good that they have options for every type of traveler, whether you want a short break or a longer vacation.
Right. They really have thought of everything.
You know, it's interesting. These two options, they really show you the two main types of travelers out there. You've got your bargain hunters, always looking for that steal, willing to be, flexible.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have your, experience seekers who are all about the extra perks, the comfort, the whole package.
Totally. And neither one is better, right? It's all about what you want out of your vacation. So let's break it down. Budget first, obviously.
Of course. And if saving money is your top priority, that €99 price tag, that's hard to beat.
It is pretty amazing. But
There's always a but.
always, it's like, but wait, there's more. But in this case, it's, but wait, there are hidden costs.
Exactly. Don't forget those surcharges for weekends, for tourists, for energy. They add up.
Right. Especially if you're going during peak season or something.
Right. Oh, absolutely. My advice, get out your calculator, play around with the dates, see what works best for you. Compare the Travelzoo deal with Booking Direct. You might be surprised.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Okay, so budget, check. What about flexibility? That's usually a big plus for Travelzoo. Like, you're not tied to specific dates, you know?
True, but those flexible dates, they're only as good as the available rooms, right?
Oh, right. So if it's a popular time to travel.
Forget about it. Flexibility goes out the window. Plus, always check those blackout dates. Holidays, special events, you never know.
Ugh, the worst. Okay, so we've talked budget, flexibility. Now the big question, that restaurant closure. Sunday and Monday, no dinner if you go with the Travelzoo deal. Deal breaker or not.
I think it depends. Some people, they love the adventure of finding local spots.
Oh, totally. It's like its own little food tour. You find this cute little family-run place, hidden gem.
Exactly. But for others, it's just a hassle, especially after a long day of sightseeing. They want the convenience of just, eating at the hotel.
Yeah, I get that. Plus, eating out adds up. €60 here, €60 there.
Quickly adds up. It's a trade-off, though, right? Because you get that massage voucher.
That's true. €40 per person. Can't complain about that. Decisions.
Okay, so big picture now. What kind of experience are we talking about with each option?
Well, the Travelzoo deal, it's all about value for money. You get a taste of luxury, but you got to be willing to compromise a bit.
Right. It's like you're getting a good deal, but you got to be a little more independent, do some planning.
Exactly. Booking Direct, on the other hand, yeah, it might cost a bit more upfront, but you get those extras. Wi-Fi, parking, loyalty perks.
And that best price guarantee, even if it probably has a million terms and conditions.
Oh, I'm sure it does. But it gives you that peace of mind, you know? You know you're getting the best deal.
True. And let's not forget about those direct booking offers, the one night free, the short break package. Those could be great deals depending on what you're looking for.
Exactly. It's all about comparing, weighing your options. So we've covered a lot. We've got the Travelzoo deal with its pros and cons, the direct booking option with its perks. We even debated restaurant closures. Now it's up to you to decide. Spontaneous getaway or a more planned, luxurious experience? What's it going to be?
The choice is yours.
So how do we even begin to choose? It's like we've got this amazing price with Travelzoo, €99.
But then you got to remember those extra costs, the surcharges, weekends, tourist tax, energy.
Yeah.
It adds up.
Yeah, it's like they get you with a low price, then bam, all these extra fees.
Yeah.
And you're kind of stuck with those dates too, right? Well, as flexible as they let you be with those restaurant closures, I mean, come on. Although I'd be lying if I said that massage voucher wasn't calling my name a little bit.
I hear you. It's a tough choice. On the other hand, you could just book directly through the hotel, pay a little more, maybe, but you get all those extras, Wi-Fi, parking, and you know they're not going to hit you with hidden fees later.
And the best price guarantee, even though I'm sure there's some tiny print somewhere that explains why that doesn't really apply to us.
Oh, absolutely. But hey, at least it sounds good, right?
Definitely. But let's be honest. Those other offers, the ones for Booking Direct, those could be even better. A free night, that's hard to beat.
It all comes down to what you're looking for. Are you the type who loves a good deal, even if it means being a bit more, flexible, packing your own snacks, figuring out where to eat when the hotel restaurant is closed?
Or do you prefer to have everything kind of taken care of, even if it means spending a little extra?
I think I might be somewhere in between, honestly. I like a good deal, but I also don't mind treating myself?
Me too. I think there's a balance to be found. You don't have to choose one or the other.
Exactly. And with everything we've talked about today, you've got all the info you need to decide what's best for you. Your budget, your travel style, the whole nine yards.
Exactly. There's no right answer, just the right trip for you. Love that. Okay, before we let you go, one last thing to think about. Is a travel deal really a deal if it makes you change your plans or skip out on things you'd actually enjoy? What does that say about what you really value when you travel?
That's a great question. Something to think about as you plan your next adventure.
For sure. All right, everyone, happy travels. We'll see you on our next deep dive.